Do you like basketball? Basketball 너무. I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
Well, the IRA just sent me a time bomb in the mail, and I'm shaking in my shoes as I'm setting up the news. Says the man.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the State of the League podcast, the only NBA podcast with a happy and sad dynamic. I'm happy Pablo's sad. Maybe tomorrow it'll be reversed. Who's to say? I'm your host, Jack, aka joestar. With me, as always, the world-famous Chudlow Chudskabal. How you doing today?
I'm half ahead, and it reflects my morale.
I feel like I'm half ahead. I feel like I got half my head cut off, you know. Well, is there anything we could do to raise your spirits?
I don't know. Say something epic.
Could we sing a cool morale song?
No, singing won't do it.
Okay. What about bacon?
Okay. Oh, I have been seeing epic mealtime videos.
Okay. Candied bacon?
Well, that dude's a Zionist, like a hardcore one now. So
That makes perfect sense. That is a direct overlap of Venn diagrams. Guy who built his identity online around epic bacon and candy turns out to love Israel. Wow, that's really funny.
And remember they had that guy Muscle's glasses.
I do remember Muscle's glasses. Yes,
I was getting 2012 YouTube nostalgia stuff, and I was like, whoa. Things were crazy back then.
My fiance across the room just sneezed. And it wasn't very epic.
Okay,
no
I guess we'll restart. No.
Okay, guys, scrap this episode. Producers, our entire cast and crew, everybody tear down. We'll be back tomorrow. Sneezer over here had to get a shot off. You should see the face. Shoot around. I had a good, whenever I'm home in Nebraska, I've eaten good ass breakfasts. Like, I had a good breakfast today. Just a classic sausage, pancakes, eggs, hash browns. Oh my God. You can't beat it.
Via diner?
Via grocery store diner. Like a restaurant inside of a grocery store.
Oh, interesting. That's
type shit.
That's, I don't.
Okay, your internet. You've become a pixelated library now.
What?
You're half ahead. It's like there's a ghost inside of an IKEA library. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now, where you're like floating and jumping around in front of these weird beige stock bookshelves.
Is the audio normal though?
Yeah, you sound normal. I feel like there was a bit of a delay.
I think that that started then.
Oh, God. Guys, great news. We ran the speed test. Both of our computers have lightning fast connections to the internet. We should be able to support HD streaming, video games, and more.
Computer program working. I wish the computer man was around and could just freaking force us to work.
Yeah. And then you just hear like beep, boop, bop, activate firewall, and then your computer doesn't work because it did the reverse curse technique or whatever he does.
It's permanently. He does Biden blast. It's permanently getting hit by a Biden blast.
That's kind of what recording this podcast is like to my brain. It's like, yeah, constant Biden blast regeneration.
And on top of everything, he's not even dead yet. I mean, the dude's had bone cancer for over a year.
Bro got the scariest sounding kind of cancer, and
he's just tanking it. He has no brain left. How is he?
This is the man who fell off a bicycle. You're telling me he's been fucking 1v1 in cancer for over a year? I just don't believe it.
Because you think it's clone theory or what?
Yeah, sure. I think it's clone theory, but I think they started. He was too old when they figured out how to clone people, so all of his clones are like they degenerate really fast, and so sometimes we check in on him, and he looks like he's like falling apart. That's because that clone's almost up, and they got to do a new one.
Oh, maybe they only had hunter clones, and then they had to rapidly age them. So that's what he'll be like.
That's what he'll be like. Damn, I just had something about Joe Biden or I don't know. I don't know. What have you been up to lately?
I watched The Inside Man for the first time. That was good.
I was taking a drink of coffee. Maybe you could kept going there.
No, so
what's
it's
the Inside Man?
No liquids while we're speaking, okay? We need to prioritize snappy back and forth quips, okay?
Because if we don't do back and forth, my computer might be like, "Oh, they're not talking anymore. I can I can turn the internet off."
It's like a hybrid car. This is just when you're at the stoplight, it turns off.
Yeah. What's Inside Man about?
Oh, you haven't seen that? That seems like a movie you would have seen, and you'd say, "Oh, dude, that's an awesome movie."
Well, is it an awesome movie?
It is. It really is. It's Denzel Washington. It's Spike Lee.
Okay.
There's a perfect heist going on, and Denzel Washington is a cop.
Oh, is this? I think I remember seeing trailers for this when I was like younger, where it's at a bank.
Yes, but it's from 06, so you wouldn't remember that being 05.
I remember freaking second day out, dude.
Really?
I remember the hospital. Yeah.
What were you up to?
Reading.
Really? What were you reading?
My ABCs back then mostly.
Oh.
It was funny. There's a guy on The Pit who everyone hates. His name is Ogilvy, and he has a patient that's an English teacher who's like really bored. He's like, damn, I got nothing to do here. And so Ogilvy came back in the episode last night and gave the English teacher patient a book he brought with him to the hospital, a very woke James Baldwin book. And everyone online is like, he was just going to be performatively reading in the break room, and now he had to give it to this fucking dying English teacher. So he didn't even get to rizz up the hose with this James Baldwin book.
This is why you need One Piece on standby. Now,
oh my god! Imagine someone's like, "I'm so bored." You whip out Romance Dawn, and you're like, "Check this out."
Oh my god, what a dream! The live action new season's out. I don't watch that garbage, but I'll tell you what, some of the clips, like the Mihawk clip, I don't think it looks that bad for live action anime.
Well,
but...
I mean, I guess, but like, I hate like, I don't want that to be the good outcome. It's like, this doesn't look terrible. This doesn't look awful.
There is no good outcome, honestly. Like, it just should have never been made. But if this is what makes Oda happy and possibly some of his last years of freedom, then that's okay.
I guess. Like, it's like taking your dog to the beach before you put it down. It's like, sure, man, do the live action. I don't care. Yeah, I guess people are finally starting to turn on it, because people said season 1 was pretty good. I just don't like it. I don't like any of it. Sanji is a guy that should never exist in real life. Zoro's a guy that should. I mean, these people. I don't know. I just don't like it. And God forbid we get to Frankie. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't freaking work, dude. Because Sanji in real life, that guy tries his best. He learned how to cook for the role and shit. But it's like, you can't make your eyes turn into hearts, dude. I don't care.
Yeah, it is well cast. Like, the dude is very Luffy-like. It's crazy. I love that guy in real life, but it's just
he should just
work.
be like a live streamer. It would be unironically, if he just pretended to be Luffy and like went around and interacted with the real world, like he just wound up on like Speed Stream or something. I'd be like, oh, okay, I respect this more than him. Like the Wapol clip I've been seeing.
I haven't seen that one, but I think
it looks as good as you'd expect.
I don't think Twitter liked the first season either, and then obviously, and they hate the new one. But I think it is popular with normies. Like, I think people's parents like it. So whatever. As long as it's a propaganda tool to funnel people towards peak fiction, then I'm okay with it. But yeah, it's definitely...
like, also, that would be a sick experience, getting through Drum Island or whatever, and then being like, wow, is there any more of this? And then switching to the anime and being like, holy fuck, this is so much better. Oh my god.
That would be a freaking dream. I think it's for kids and for old people.
Okay, I should have put my grandma into One Piece live action.
Does she like pirate stuff? She like Pirates of the Caribbean?
I don't know. She just mentioned she was looking for a new series to watch, and so I didn't bring it up. I brought up the Pit instead. That seemed more her speed.
Because does she know about pirates or no?
In what sense?
Because I mean, I'm assuming, has she lived in Nebraska her whole life?
Yeah,
It's pretty landlocked, so I'm
it's
not
the
sure.
most landlocked state in the union.
Is that true?
Triple landlocked in every direction.
Is no one else is max landlocked? Let me pull
Nope.
up a map. Who's
Every
got
other
water
state.
over there?
Well, there's different things. All of our drinking water comes from the Ogallala Aquifer. But yeah, you have to go through 3 states to get to the ocean if you go in any direction, and that's the only state you could say that for.
Okay, but well, there's some guy like South Dakota. They're totally all these guys are totally landlocked. But I guess if the metric is states away from the ocean, then
Yeah.
that's how they get. But how does South Dakota get to the ocean? Or do they
I don't
count
know.
the Great
No one
Lakes?
lives there, dude. No one lives there. Stop.
Guys, is
Once
he
Carson Wentz
lying?
left South Dakota, everyone moved.
Is that South Dakota or North Dakota? It might be North Dakota.
Okay, my bad. Sorry, North Dakota. Sorry, South Dakota.
Do you think they have that? A rivalry like that?
That would be funny. I would love that. It's like a boring version of like Spy versus Spy from the Mad TV show or whatever. Well, I guess Mad magazines, but I don't read a fucking magazine, and so
There's some cities that are on the borderline of Illinois and Iowa, and they're called like, what is it called? The Quad Cities or the Tri Cities? I think it's the Quad Cities or something. One of them is called Rock.
Everyone has huge legs there.
That'd be freaking epic. No, but that is a real place though. The Philippines, they have huge quads there. But there's one of them is called Rock Island, and shout out to Wisconsin basketball star Ethan Happ. I believe he was from Rock Island, but they're on the borderline, and I think an Iowa politician like proposed a bill to like absorb them into Iowa, like we claim them.
Scary. That's scary. We don't want that.
It's not going to pass, but I saw all the people from the Quad Cities were like, I will never be a part of Iowa. I hate Iowa. This is disgusting. I'll never accept it.
You know, Darren Peterson played 37 minutes last night.
I actually didn't. What do you do? Blind reaction.
24 points.
Okay. Epic.
Here, I'll read. This is directly from Mark J. Spears. Kansas guard Darren Peterson has 24 points, 13 made free rows, 7 assists, and 3 steals in 37 minutes. In turn, he went over TCU. And then somebody responded and said 1 assist. So I guess this guy got confused and turned 1 assist into 7 assists for Darren Peterson.
What? Or maybe they're lying. Let me pull up my box.
What freaking reason would this guy have to lie?
But Mark Stein has all the reason in the world.
Give me, dude. It would make no sense for this guy to be lying.
What the heck?
He plays for Kansas.
They play again today. There's no chance he plays in this game, and it's versus.
He had
Houston.
1 assist to 2 turnovers.
Oh, it's the tournament.
29% field goal percentage. This guy sucks, dude. Bring me booze. You know what rocks?
Bring me
booze. My dad doesn't believe in Cam Boozer because he hates Carlos Boozer.
That's based. That really is based.
My dad rocks. He's the best. Literally bring up like any team besides the teams he roots for. He's like, I hate that team. And he'll just like bring up like a random game from like 1992 where he's like, God, they put like freaking 70 points up on us. I hate that team. I hate that guy. And so he's always just got, and so yeah, I guess Cam Boozer's on the hate, or Carlos Boozer was on the hate watch, and it was inherited by Cam Boozer. So every time
from
he
his
comes
Duke
up,
days.
Yeah, because my dad hates Duke too. He hates everybody. Yes, I hate every team. That's what he's like, dude. It's crazy.
what is Nebraska's golden age of basketball? What was the peak?
Right now, this year,
Oh, really?
they've literally never won a tournament game in their entire history.
A a Big Ten
Like
tournament or
a
national?
March Madness tournament game.
What? That
Yeah,
can't
they've
be
never
true.
won a March. And so this whole year, in the back of my mind, I'm like, if they don't win it this year, we gotta disband the team. They can't have a basketball program anymore if they go, if they only lose like 8 games all season and then they still lose in the first round of the tournament. They've only made it a few times. They made it with Kisei Tominaga a couple years ago. That was cool, but they lost in the first game. So fingers crossed, this is the year.
Nebraska ball. Is
That guy
Hoiberg
got
still
an
the
ugly.
coach?
Yeah, and his son's still on the team.
What? How old is his son?
I don't know. Could be 30.
Someone posted a screenshot of him just looking down during a game on the bench and looking horrible, and they're like, it was 4 years ago he left the game with heart troubles or something like that. Like, he had to be taken to the hospital. You know, when he was the
He
Bulls
had
coach, that was a huge thing where he couldn't wear a tie because he had a heart condition, and so he wouldn't get up and argue for the players on against the refs.
Nice.
So he's not a real
He
winner.
had a good post game quote in a similar vein where they're like, how do you feel in like late game situations when the team like do you feel steady? And he's like, well, I've trained myself to feel nothing because I have a heart condition. So even
low
in the
cortisol,
post, like I just don't care at all, I guess. So yeah, no cortisol spikes for him.
People used to post that like videos of Jay Wright winning the national championship, and he's like very calm, and they're like, this is the key to success. Never overreact either way.
Okay. I guess I would react. I react to shit all the time. Maybe that's why I'm a loser.
And I'm the opposite. I'm take everything in stride, and I'm completely cool. Give me some bad news.
Okay, your internet's not working.
Let it ride.
Let it ride. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. You just got a new computer. Its memory's full. All right, day 2, full memory.
I'm sure one day I'll have $700 to spare again. I'm sure that'll be a thing in the near future.
Oh my
Let it
god.
ride.
Yeah, probably. Let it ride. That would be way funnier. Just let it ride to any bad news you receive. You get a phone call, your dad. I have bad news. He's exploded. It was a car crash. He's in the hospital. He got run. There's a tank. Military operations. He got run over. Let it ride.
It must be the Jewish God. He's seen enough turmoil and he's come down. Let it ride.
Let it ride. Oh, that's Jade and Ivy when they come to rapture him. Hey, let it ride. You know.
God, I'm still seeing freaking Bulls accounts saying Rob Dillingham's not the answer. Just give up. Just give up. Just stop watching.
That's so funny. Rob Dillingham's not the answer. I don't know. You guys, it's just like, I love them. I love the Bulls fans now because it's like Kings fans, kind of, just like through all of this terrible mediocrity, just holding on for what really? For Leonard Miller hope? I hope we get a great March out of Leonard Miller. It's been a really good March so far in terms of complete bullshit that's happened.
Yeah. Some of it's incredibly real though, and then some of it's fake.
Mm-hmm. Like what? I prepped all Eastern Conference stuff today. I hope you did the same. And I really have barely any prep at all.
Well,
okay,
we'll
cool.
get to it. You know what? Actually, today we're on a time crunch. We're cutting the intro at 16 short because that's
dude,
what businessmen do. Let it ride.
Yeah, I can't just freaking talk. I don't have all day to yap. I have to get back to my stocks. They're crashing, dude.
Yep. That's why he went to Nebraska. That's where they're stored. He's got to tinker with them in person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a big seed vault full of stocks. Okay.
Do you think
17
Windhorse is
minutes.
there right now?
If he is, I'll find him.
Get him on.
Wendy! That'd be cool. I would love that. Okay, the Pistons are 2-2 in their last 4. They beat 76ers in the Nets. They lost to the Heat in the Nets. Asar Thompson has missed 4 straight games with an ankle sprain, and Detroit had big back-to-back blowout wins against the Nets and the Sixers right after they lost 4 straight games for the first time this season. So, yeah. What do you got for them?
All I wrote, they broke their 4-game losing streak with 2 wins. Cade had 21 and 15 with only 2 turnovers versus the Nets. And
Beast
then
mode.
against Philly, he only took 6 shots. So that's how you know they're bad. when you don't need Cade 30 bomb, 30 field goal attempt bomb to win. And then Duran, he had 26 and 4 against the Nets. He had 4 rebounds. I think no one on the freaking team had double-digit rebounds. But yeah, that's all I have for them. It's honestly a pretty uninteresting week when it comes to Detroit.
Nobody gives a fuck about them, and they're gonna freaking lose in the first round. Also,
let me pull up responses.
And the city of Detroit's having a fake resurgence. I'm on Detroit hate now.
Whoa!
What else?
You believe in Barbarian?
Yep, that's the whole freaking city, dude.
Yeah.
Every house has a basement like that.
Yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. Go in the basement. There's a freaking monster down there.
Yeah, and there's a
Let
homeless
that
guy
ride.
outside who knows all of the lore and backstory. Let that ride.
And he still lives in the neighborhood for some reason.
Yeah, for sure. Imagine being a whole like you have no what's keeping you tied down to this place, dude? You have no earthly possessions, and a monster lives in the basement of this house. I would just leave.
We could
it's
go
Detroit. It's
somewhere
cold
else.
there. It'd be a tough. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I don't mean to criticize.
I'm so woke. I won't even criticize an unhoused guy in a movie.
Yeah, that's me, dude. It's me, the wokest man alive. I don't mean to tell an unhoused man how to live his life in a fake movie. And Justin Long should not have said that word even in the movie, dude.
Oh, what did he say? The F word?
Oh God.
What did
yeah, he did. We're lagging.
Sure.
We're lagging so bad.
All
and
right.
that's the oh God.
Well, let it ride. Let it ride. Let's see it.
Let
Let's
it ride,
see
baby. Let's fucking let it ride.
Self-correct.
Give me some lobbyist requests. Come on, let's do it.
I'm surprised
Let
we
it
have some.
ride.
I put it out so late. I was sure there'd be nothing.
I was trying to make sure that nobody responded to it.
No, I realized. Oh shoot. Okay, from Womp. What's up, Ghoul and Goblin? Only type that out because it's Friday the 13th. Please don't think that is a racist comment. On this day, I am terrified the Lakers will throw a bag at Duran in free agency. How's about you quell my fears? That is interesting because the popular sentiment I see on Twitter is just Pistons fans being like, God, that Duran extension is going to destroy my life. Duran on whatever huge money he's about to get.
$40 million, yeah.
It is not going to be worth it, which I do agree. But you also can't necessarily just part ways with him when you finally just got on track, and because Cade loves him. So I wonder what the play will be here. What is there going to be anyone who frickin' Bill Belichick meta starts selling high on selling high on these guys before they have to? Bill Belichick used to do that with the Patriots. He had like legit game changing defensive players. He'd be like, I'm trading him before he gets paid. I don't want to deal with it. So
I don't know. I don't think it'll be the Pistons that do it. I assume that'll happen at some point, but I also just wonder, like, seems like if you did that twice and the players turned out to be good, you'd get fired. Like just don't know if the NBA has the wiggle room to like make mistakes like that.
Who's so OKC did it with Harden once, and that didn't work out.
That was stupid. That was that was terrible. That's like the biggest.
But that's only once. We have done it twice, I think.
You could say, well, Luka's already getting paid, but they had to pay him more, I guess. So you could kind of say that.
And they did not so high. So
that's
the big issue.
That's
there.
the big point of the equation. We sold low. I called one guy up and said, "He's so fat you won't believe it," and then I traded him for $3.
I sold low and early.
Low and early. I sold the dip. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know any examples off the top of my head.
What kind of value does Duran have in your mind? Do you think you could get a lot for him?
Like in a trade?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think his value is probably less than his talent is right now, just because of I think everybody is very aware of how much money he's going to demand. And so if you were able to trade him, I don't think it would be like 5 firsts or anything crazy like that. Especially because he's also not he doesn't really scratch the role player itch that any of those other, OG Anunoby or Mikal Bridges come to mind. Like pieces that teams traded for as the pushing themselves into contender territory, going all in kind of moves. So I don't think he would demand that value, but I don't know, a couple of firsts, 3 firsts, and a good young player seems like it's feasible if the right team. What would you give up to get him if you're the Hornets?
Oh, that's interesting. Because I'm thinking, I don't think you could go for picks. I think it's got to be equalish value player or players.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the Hornets would they give up? So they wouldn't give up LaMelo. They wouldn't give up Khan. They might give up Brandon Miller. But would you be interested in that if you're the Pistons? Probably not, because he's going to be on similar money, and he's probably the same tier of player, or probably not any higher, at least in my estimation. I don't think he changes the Pistons' lives or anything.
I think he probably makes it worse because Cade, without a serious pick and roll big man, is not as good of a player. Yeah. I feel like
you definitely gotta feel. I definitely feel like there's cheaper guys who can fill the Duran role. Hey, friggin' draft maybe a couple in this year's draft, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough situation. I'll have to scour the landscape, but I don't know if Charlotte has any. I mean, honestly, Diabate, I'd take Diabate for Duran. Well, as part of a package,
yeah, it would need to be more than Diabate, but I would be happy to get him back if I'm Detroit. Like Diabate and Stewart would be in a very interesting front court rotation.
Yeah. So, but
okay, next request.
Would he bump the Lakers up to a next level? I don't know.
I think he could. It would probably be better for their regular season stuff for them to have him in LeBron's place, where it's just he could be out there with Reeves or Luka and have an incredibly easy life. But I think you would still be relying, they would need to upgrade a lot of their role player positions for them to move up a tier in terms of contender stuff to me. But I mean, I think it would be very helpful for just staying afloat in the Western Conference standings, and it would make them a better postseason team probably.
This is from the Trom Stoner. Hello, Plague Doctor and Dying Man. I've officially decided that we need to shift the focus of this season to the off season, given that the team is given what the team is right now. Who is the most important player to keep, and who should the Pistons target in free agency? Remember to drink your Ovaltine. I don't know.
Free agency's fake now. And they need to keep. I don't know. Let me look up their contracts real quick. Let me see this. Hold on.
Is anyone else expiring? I'd keep Beef Stew on a lesser contract, but
Keep talking. I have to type with one hand because I'm holding my microphone this week.
I'll just read this last one.
I don't know how you do this all the time.
Digital Mitski. Please discuss the MIP hype for Jalen Duren. Duren became the first player in franchise history to score at least 25 points and grab 10 rebounds in 4 consecutive games since Bob McAdoo accomplished the feat during the 80-81 season, according to Cody Davis of the Detroit News. Did Bob McAdoo even play for Detroit ever? I don't think so.
Maybe when they were like they were like the Buffalo Pistons or some shit.
Let me see. Bob McAdoo, Detroit Pistons. Is this true? Is this a thing? Oh, shoot, he did. Okay. How old was he then?
Okay. Probably 40.
Bob McAdoo.
Yeah.
I think it's... All right, he was 28 and 29. So it appears I don't know what was going on here. Oh, no, he played 58 games one season, and then the next season he was traded. So.
Okay. All right.
They were up to stuff back then. But who's even the favorite for MIP? I don't even keep up with it.
Right now?
Yeah.
Me.
No. What have you improved at, dude? You got taller?
Not my internet connection. I'll tell you what. All right. Let's see.
How many? Actually, you have what's your ACL status for versus a year ago?
I have 2 ACLs now. My knee is not very good, but it's got an ACL in there.
Can you do box jumps?
No, not really.
Oh shoot. Okay. Have you made what's a progress mark from a year ago?
Well, I was doing serious leg exercises, and then my knee just started to hurt really bad, and so I stopped doing that a few weeks ago. And so I'm on insurance now, so maybe I'll go to a doctor and see what's wrong. But maybe not. Maybe I'll just let it get worse,
And just walk funny for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
That's my trick knee.
I already walked funny. That's the problem. People have always told me that. They would be like, yeah, I saw you from across the room. I knew it was you because of your gait. And I'd be like, okay.
A signature gait.
Thanks for that. I'd be lumbering. I'm a lumberer. The Boston Celtics, 2-2 in their last 4. They beat the Mavericks and the Cavricks. They lost to the Spurs
That's
and
not
the
that
Thunder.
team name.
How would you know? Have you even been to Cleveland?
I'm an expert. I'm a working journalist that's been covering this league for years.
We went to
something like that can't get
venues. We were touring wedding venues, and the guy asked what we did for work, and my fiance said, "I work at the library," and he's a sports journalist.
He's like house hunters at a couple.
Yeah, house hunter at a couple. All right, Jaylen Brown erected versus the Spurs.
What?
Yep. They jacked him off. No, he got ejected, and my computer didn't like that. You're lagging.
Oh shit!
No, that sounds good. It sounds fine.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown tweeted out, "This is the shit I'd be talking about after the ejection." Like he immediately went to the locker room and got on his phone. But that game got overshadowed by Bam's game. Nobody gave a fuck about the Celtics Spurs game, which was supposed to be a pretty exciting matchup. And then they played the Thunder, and SGA walked him down in the clutch.
Well, he walked who down specifically? There's one guy he walked down.
Jaylen Brown.
No, Baylor Shireman. He said, "Bring that white boy to me. I am going to brutalize him every single possession." But with the Spurs game, he definitely did not get pushed, right? Did you see it? What he was so mad
Who
about?
he being who? Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, he was being grabbed a ton, but I don't think they pushed him out of bounds. I think the that part was a flop. And then he pushed on a little girl, which is funny.
Oh, jeez. I didn't see. No, I only saw. This is a classic media painting an aggressive black man low key. I only saw the clips of him yelling. I didn't see what led up to that, but yeah, it did seem from what I saw. It seemed like a pretty soft ejection. I think the ref that he was yelling at and like advancing towards or whatever he did move towards him pretty aggressively, I guess. That ref didn't even eject him. I think it was like a ref across the court that did it. Am I right there, or do you know?
I think it was the little white guy. Well, I guess they're all little white guys. I think I don't know.
Except for the Gucci Mane ref and Tony Brothers.
He shouldn't have been ejected for sure, but because I mean, who cares? He's screaming. Let him calm down for a second. But he was tweaking out because he fell on purpose. So I don't know if I'm crazy or what, but he definitely was. They did not transfer that much momentum into him. But yeah, he pretended to be pushed into the crowd, and then as he was getting up, he pushed a little girl down. So it's really funny.
Nice. This is like the moral opposite of Marcus Smart flopping into Bill Maher at the Lakers game.
Oh shoot! Was this recently? I actually saw this on Twitter, but I didn't know if it was.
It was on International Women's Day. I know that.
Whoa. Okay. And we
So
we
Marcus
know
Smart
Bill
was
Maher
based.
does not celebrate. He does not observe that.
Yeah. He was probably at the Lakers game going boo whenever there was women on the big screen.
I haven't seen him in a while. I bet he's ecstatic
It's
about
because he
everything
does a
that's
freaking
going
radio show, right?
on. Is his show over?
I don't know. He looks so greasy. He looks like a little hedgehog to me. I hate him.
Well, you know they say he's got one of the biggest dongs in Hollywood.
Not when I get through with it.
Oh, okay. Yep. Well, suck him dry or something, so there's no more left or something. Maybe.
I can't say anything else. I can't say anything more. Let's just say the thing will be totally empty when I'm done with it.
Let's say Bill Maher will be Bill less.
The more I hear it, the less I like it. Yeah, that's all I got on the Celtics. Shea freaking nuked them in the fourth. Jaylen Brown in the fourth quarter, 11 points on 2 of 8 shooting, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. SGA in the fourth quarter, 14 points, 7 of 8 shooting, no free throw attempts. Who's the freaking free throw merchant? Not Shea.
Well, look, down the stretch, Jaylen Brown was doing it ethically. When they were going possession for possession at the end, Shea was doing white hate and pulling Baylor Sharman into the action every time. Jaylen Brown was going at freaking Lou Dort. So he was but I guess there wasn't really anyone. He could have pulled Shea in, but it was Caruso.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Jason,
happens when you play the Thunder. It's like, oh
yeah.
fuck, all these guys are good at defense. Damn.
Yeah, so that was his only path. And
can you guys get Brooks Barnheiser out here? I'm tired. I need someone I can score on. Although he did have a great shot. I was in a group chat and someone said, I'm sick of Jaylen Brown MVP case. And I said, yeah, he's ass. And then the second I hit send on that, he hit the craziest fadeaway. Like at the free throw line, he threw it 40 feet in the air and it went in. And so I said, fair. My bad. It's because I said that. But not a great game from him. But I don't know. Not a terrible game either. Just kind of, the mean of what we'd expected lately, where it's just like kind of volume offense, not super efficient.
You know what they said? Oh wait, what do you guys say?
I was gonna ask if you had anything else before we get to requests.
Ben Taylor said he thinks this Jaylen Brown is as good offensively as Jason Tatum has ever been, but the gap is in defense, which I thought was very interesting.
I guess that's maybe true, but
that's not crazy.
I feel like Tatum.
Tatum is.
Let me hold on.
I think Tatum's highs offensively are higher in the playoffs than Brown's.
Well, we haven't seen this guy's high. Tatum was. What was he? Okay, so let me see. What year is this? This is 2023. 61% true 30 points per game on 61% true shooting. Woo, with nearly 5 assists and only 2.9 turnovers. I don't know. I'll probably always go with Jason Tatum. But I think the gap is pretty negligible offensively. Tatum's scoring and even his offense has never been like his calling card. It's more so his do it all-ness.
But yeah, also during this game, Missoula played a lineup that had Pritchard, Shireman, Hauser, and Garza. And I was like, zero chance that this lineup can survive defensively. And so I looked up how many possessions they've played. Only 70, but they are 0th percent. They get obliterated. So I don't know what I don't know what he was up to. And I know
I was really hoping you were going to be like the opposite, like 130 rating, 80 defensive rating, and 70 possessions. But no, yeah, just get stomped.
I know Sam Hauser can defy his whiteness at times, but the other ones, I don't care what people want to tell. And Hugo, but Hugo's not white; he's Spanish. So these guys, I don't trust them. I really don't trust them out there.
Any requests for these guys?
Let's see. There's 2. One from Big Poop. Yo, Pablo and Jack, I caved in, and after 3 months of no requests read, I'm making a basketball question. One of my only friends here in Brazil that keeps up with the NBA likes the Celtics and JT. Haven't been watching them lately. Hate the Celtics. Please say something bad about them that I can relate to him. Thanks. P.S. Your president is in talks to invade my country by considering 2 cartels here as terrorists, and I'm kind of scared. Is that true?
Okay, well, maybe you should freaking get your military might up, dude, because might makes right. Did you ever heard of that?
We might have to save you guys. No.
Yeah. You guys, will be, because you're the minority. You need to ask around. We would be greeted as liberators and stuff.
Yeah, into the favelas.
I guess. Oh my God, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 does a sick map.
I've heard we're going after Cuba next, but I don't know about Brazil.
Yeah, he keeps speaking in very fucking biblical terms about Cuba, where it's like Cuba will be purified next, and it's like, whoa, oh God. Yeah, that would suck. Shout out to Cuba. What a beautiful. I wish you can just go, right? Like you don't get in trouble for it.
I don't know what the status is. You can't go right now because they don't have fuel.
Yeah,
you can't do anything. But
I wonder why. What's up with that?
It's because of freaking.
Well, who the hell is coming? I can see the door handle to this room is slowly turning like it's a horror movie. What is happening? Okay, they're trying to talk to my beautiful fiance. Do we have any Celtic slander? You have to say it because they're talking right now. So,
the humiliation ritual. I mean, it really has happened again. Bam dropped 83, and Jason Tatum was one of the casualties. That really is one of the funniest tweets ever. The hand Bamba water. That's so good because you can read it in with such animosity. It's so funny.
Yeah, like someone. They were mad. They were mad about like the playoffs like months ago, and they were just like, "Yeah, that's right. Look who's riding the fucking bench, pal."
And Bam water for Bam is so funny.
Yeah, so that is what you should say.
And did you see the videos of him in the tunnel where he's like, "We are so back."
Jason Tatum?
Yeah, when he was arriving for his first game, he saw like a social media reporter, and he like looked up, and he's like, "Great." He's like, "We are so back," and it just didn't. He's just. I don't know. Does he got? I feel like he doesn't even have tism. I don't know. He just lacks charisma.
No, I think he's just lame. Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't seem. Yeah, I don't know. Like he seems pretty neurotypical, I guess. But maybe it's not showing in that regard. I don't know. I'm not locked into his medical information.
He wouldn't miss all those jumpers if he was.
Do you think if he had 81, he would check out?
Tatum? Yeah, I think
I do too.
that was another one of the things that they said he would have checked out and texted Kobe.
Yeah, I firmly believe he would have sat himself down when he hit 81.
God, that stuff is mental illness, but we'll get to that eventually.
We'll get to it. All right. Is that 3? Or wait, we only had 2 for them, right?
Yeah, that was 1.
Oh shit, my bad.
John Hamm official. Hey, Jack Posobiec and Pablo Kleinman. I'm really upset with the referees in the Celtics Spurs game because Jaylen Brown, he told me himself, was going to go for 84 points had he not been ejected. Now everybody talking about some Bam? Fuck that guy. Your Friends and Neighbors season 2 coming to Apple TV soon. Never seen it.
I guess John Hamm is in it.
Oh, that's the John Hamm show. Okay.
Yeah, where he's like dancing in the club, I think, from that funny meme. You could tell this guy saw the hand Bama water tweet and it pissed him off. we can hear it in your typing. It oozes through all of your talk. So yeah, hand Bama water. But we can't say the last part, but you guys get it. Do you have any other thoughts?
Nope.
God, I'm trying to unscrew this water bottle with one hand. Okay, we're getting there. Oh my God, I did it.
Tatum on the bench during the Olympics, opening the water for Bam. My grandma used to drink Smart Water because she said it was good for her joints.
That's such an old person thing to do. It's good for my joints. This is a refilled Smart water bottle. I just like the bottle's good. It's nice and big.
Okay, so it's probably neutral on joints. Could be negative on joints.
Yeah, I mean jury's out on joints. I'll let you know. My knee. And then it's because I drank the freaking fake Smart water.
Do you feel the rain yet or no? Before it happens.
I wish. No, I did, but I don't.
Oh, I think you need
wish,
metal in there.
Cool.
Do you have metal in there?
No, I don't.
Oh well.
Freaking it was all I had a magic based knee surgery because they came to me and they were like, you could do magic and you could get like there will be like cool flames coming out of the side and like runes all over it, or you could do science and it'll be like steampunk and you have to pull like a ripcord to start your engine on your knee. I was like, I think I'll go magic.
Oh, speaking of, we gotta hurry this up. I got a new episode of Free Run to watch.
Did you watch JJK?
No.
It was sick. The Knicks. Oh, excuse me. Knicks are 2-2. Last 4, they beat the Jazz and the Nuggets. They lost to the Lakers and the Clippers. They're 2-3 in their last 5 games. They beat the shit out of the Nuggets, but then they got stomped by both the Lakers and the Clippers, and they kind of struggled against the Jazz. I think they ran away with it towards the end, but they were down, I think, around 10 points at one point in that Jazz game. They failed to score 100 against the Lakers. They gave up nearly 130 against the Clippers. So, yeah, a tough little West Coast road trip for the New York Knickerbockers.
Well, they could not contain Bryce Sensabaugh, who dropped 29 on them, and 29, 5 and 5 actually. So,
how many minutes?
Like probably like 24 or something, or 25, or maybe more. Maybe
how many
less.
shots? What's the efficiency?
Hyper efficient. It was like 19 shots.
Okay.
They just can't contain that kind of beast.
Do you have any Knicks thoughts?
Well, the terrorist himself, Jordan Clarkson, tried to answer back because he literally only exists at this point to obstruct Bryce Sensabaugh. So he tried to do his best to outshine him, but he couldn't because he's a loser, and his freaking crime-causing capabilities are being destroyed by Zoran Mamdani too, because we're having the safest beginning of the year ever in New York City. So, suck it, Jordan Clarkson.
But they were doing Muslim prayers in the New York mayor's house.
Yeah, why do you think it's so safe?
People mad about that.
Why do you think it's so safe?
I don't know.
That's why it's safe.
Because I don't know. I'm not in charge of that. Because of Allah?
Yep. That's what they're asking for him. And because
okay.
Yeah, it turns out when you do it 5 times a day and you fast and you like actually do stuff, he listens more than Christians who.
My sister's trying to get me to go to a fish fry tonight. It's Lent. It's Lent for anybody who's not locked in, and so on Fridays you're not supposed to eat meat. And so the Catholic idea of, or Christian or whatever, that idea of the meal of sacrifice. It's not just that it's like deep fried. It's just the most like ostentatious meal in the world, like fried fish, French fries, just complete gluttony.
No, it's
but apparently at this place, when you stand in line, they serve you pitchers of beer for free. So a real sacrifice being made. You get fucking hammered and then you just eat a bunch of bullshit and then you go home. Yeah, can't believe God's not fucking with that one like he's fucking with the Muslim faith.
I can't believe my 1 month where I pretend to do something hard. I say, I'll give up video games. and then
I'll give up candy. And then on Sundays you get some candy as a treat.
Yeah. I feel like one time we did this when we first started doing this, and then someone got mad. They're like, "So I'll never subscribe."
Lent is not a freaking joke, dude. It's serious. Okay, my bad, dude. I'm sorry. Well, how about you go do Lent in the mayor's office? Oh wait. Oh wait. Don't you feel ridiculous now?
I'll tell you what. At least the Mormons at least they can't have coffee and other stuff. They can't say the F word and stuff like that. They have real restrictions.
I feel like that's not a sacrifice though, because you grow up, they live their whole life. Like if you lived your whole life without coffee,
I don't know.
Not having coffee would not be a sacrifice at that point. And to me at least.
Well, you'd see the
sacrifice is knowing that you enjoy something and giving it up.
But you'd see in media how good coffee is. And you'd be like, "Oh,
it would suck."
I could really go for that.
Well, you could probably go to a coffee shop and get tea, and you could still like catch a vibe at the coffee shop. Oh my, that'd be so embarrassing. Just middle of summer. Can I get a hot chocolate? But whatever. Any requests for the New York Knicks?
Well, wait. Mitchell Robinson. I had this last week, but I was dead.
Incapacitated.
Did you see his Facebook post? He posts on Facebook.
No, I didn't. What is it?
It was a big thing about how he was mad if they let him take more shots in game, more jump shots in the game, then he wouldn't be shooting 20% at the free throw line, because how is he expected to be warm when he goes there when they don't let him shoot at all outside of that? So
okay,
could be the move.
You pay me like $15 million. I'll be warm for just the free throws. I don't need any jumpers. I promise I'll be warm. I don't know if I'll make them all, but I probably hit better than 20%.
Well, it's a momentum thing. So I think 3 threes. We just gotta remember the Kendrick Perkins designed post up. We got to get some designed pops for Mitchell Robinson. Get some jumpers up.
You think he ever sees like a really smothered jumper from Cat and thinks to himself, I was open. I could take in a 15-footer there if you freaking swung it, dude.
It's coaching suppressing his talent.
And he has to be with Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah. And then Diawara. What do you make of Diawara?
I don't know. To me, he kind of feels like Namias Keita-ish, where it's just like, okay, this guy's really big and he's super athletic, and I don't know if there's like a ton else there besides that, but it feels like the toolbox is big enough to like at least fill in a role on an okay team. What do you think about him?
I don't know because I didn't watch him in France or wherever he was, so I'm coming in blind on him, and he's now he's been getting a little more minutes, and he actually did in
Mm-hmm.
Against Utah. He got 12 shots up in 15 minutes. He was 4 for 12, but he's he, he's at his usage limited, and so there's so much hype where people just like post his plays, and they're like, "There's not even an archetype for this," and he's doing like Siakam stuff or something, and he does cool stuff sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if it's like, is this a future star on the bench, or if it's just a guy doing gimmicky
No.
stuff.
I don't think a star is in the cards, but I think he could be, I don't know, hopefully something. He's pretty young, right?
Probably. I mean, he's just drafted.
Okay.
No New York Knicks, so screw him.
Cool. Screw him, dude. Screw the city of New York. Screw Rudy Giuliani. Screw Home Alone 2. I take that one back. My bad. That's a pretty fun movie. 53.
It's not a better New York
the
movie
Cleveland
than
Cavaliers.
Inside Man.
Attack my freaking
New York
logic, dude. New York.
I know
Spike
Max
Lee,
Kellerman
king
has
of the
seen
New
Inside
York
Man.
movies. I bet. I bet. The Cavs are 2-2 in their last 4. They beat the Pistons and the Sixers. They lost to the Magic and the Celtics. They got nuked by the Celtics, and then they almost had a fun little comeback against the Orlando Magic, but Desmond Bane was on demon time, so that didn't really happen. James Harden, since he hurt his thumb, still averaging 22 points, 8 assists on 65% true shooting, and Max Strus is expected back soon. But I don't know, didn't really feel like a very fun week for the Cleveland Cavaliers, because I think the Sixers win was a little closer than you would like it to be. I might be misremembering that though. I don't know. Hello?
Yeah. Whoa. Ooh,
Oh God.
Maybe we are in delay because my the pause wasn't that big for me. But yeah, I have the same thing. Max Strus is getting close. He's about to start practicing with the G League team, so he might have like a couple weeks before they go into the playoffs. Of reps. So I don't know how useful he'll be.
Beast mode.
But yeah, they beat Philly. They lost to Orlando. Tim Legler said this is a different Cavs team, and I tend to agree. I think this has better vibes going into the playoffs than they have the past couple of years, but still, I don't know if it'll be radically enough different. But I do like not even just Harden factor, but I like the injection of athleticism and defense at the deadline. So, yeah. But same old Cavs mostly, except for when they're
Same old chud idiot Cavs, dude. Cav requests.
Okay, let me sort by alphabetical. Tyler P. Hey, frickin' frack. I hope you guys are well. I guess I feel like this Cavs team is the best they've been on paper in the Donovan Mitchell era. Yet we continue to struggle against teams like Boston and OKC. Are we just going to be second round exits again this year? Is it time to kill Evan Mobley? I don't know, but shout out Trey Johnson. Best regards, Tyler. Who are we primed to play in the second round?
Let's find out. Let's open the standings. The my bad guys. We're just doing a little audio bug joke for you, but
all right, round one matchup versus Orlando. We could win that.
Cavs are freaking stomping those idiots, dude. Even if Paolo averages 40. So then it's the winner of the 2-7 matchup?
We do this every week. I
We got in
never
trouble.
remember.
We got in trouble for this last time. Someone laughed at us. Okay, NBA playoffs bracket. NBA playoff bracket. Guys, shut up. Stop laughing. It's not funny.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
so
they play the winner of the first seed because that'd be easier, right? For the first seed, that's a little reward.
okay, so for oh my god. It's not working. It's not loading. I'm so
I think they
confused.
could be competitive in a series with anybody. Would I bet on them beating Detroit or Boston? Probably not.
Nah, they play the winner of the 1-8 matchup. The 4-5 plays the winner of 1-8.
Yeah.
So
So it'll be
they would
Detroit
play
or
the Pistons
Charlotte.
probably.
Could be Charlotte. Could be Charlotte. Actually,
Well,
Charlotte's in play here.
could be freaking Atlanta, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh,
It
shoot.
could be the
That's true.
Raptors. It could be any of these guys.
No, it can't be the Raptors.
Nah, I would never in a million years be the Raptors. Bucks are making a comeback before it's the Raptors. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. They could be competitive against the Pistons, but I just don't really any late postseason success with this Cavs team would defy my expectations. It would be a surprise. And I'm not necessarily like rooting for them to lose or anything. It just does not feel like a winning recipe. Like I've said, is this the year for James Harden? No, probably not. Are they going to be 100% healthy as they go into like a second or a third round playoff series? No, probably not. Will there be scenarios? At least you feel a little better about like we've talked about Jared Allen when Boston would pull him out onto the perimeter. I feel like there's less teams that can do that in this Eastern Conference, and when that is not happening, like he's a very good rim protector, and like I don't really have as much concern about him as a playoff defender outside of those specific isolation scenarios. So, yeah, I don't know. And then is Donovan Mitchell going to be like? A lot of this hinges on him being like absolute 1A tier superstar. And I don't really rate him like that. I don't know how you feel, Pablo, but yeah, like I just, if the series comes down to like him outplaying Cade Cunningham, maybe, but I don't know.
The next one is hi, Jack and Pablo. Just a lowly Chick-fil-A manager here. I'm also a student at the University of Florida and want to
My
know
pleasure.
Pablo's opinion
Dumbass.
on Thomas Howe and Ruben Chinyelu. Well, Thomas Howe, little too white for me. So, but I haven't locked into either of these guys. Let me see. Ruben Chinyelu. I know the problem with the college like senior guys, like I don't actually know anything about college basketball. I only know through prospects. So I know that Florida has a big front court, but I don't actually know what these guys have been up to. So let's do live reaction to Ruben Chinyelu's stats. So he's averaging 11 points, epic. Okay. The field stats are not great. He's getting a ton of rebounds. Let's check the defensive playmaking. Uh-oh. Sub 5 block rate.
Dude, low tier normie sub 5 block rate. Are you kidding me?
The fuck?
Ew, get this chud out of here. That's disgusting.
Bro, 69% from, well, he actually has been trending up every year. Let's see, how tall is he actually? Ruben Chinyelu, barefoot.
Probably the size of one Reuben sandwich. A couple of inches. Okay.
He measured in at 6'9" barefoot at a camp. I'm thinking I'm out, but obviously this is just at a glance. So I don't know how much.
6'9's enormous, dude. Is he supposed to be a center?
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm into 7-foot barefooters. So, but yeah, I don't know. I know Sam Vecini is pretty high on Thomas Howe. I think he has him like top 20 or top 25 or something like that. But
So if you're a Vicini weenie, you should feel good. But if you're a Escoballer, start doubting.
Chick-fil-A brownies, pretty good.
Chick-fil-A sauce,
they're very
incredible.
crumbly though. Do not eat it in your car. If you do, eat it over the back. It's incredibly crumbly.
Do not get into bed with the husband and be like, you're not gonna believe what I saved.
Oh
Chick-fil-A
my
brownie.
God. Do not eat that in bed. That would be
Do
a
not eat
nightmare
that in bed.
scenario.
Nature Valley granola bar versus Chick-fil-A brownie. Which are you eating in bed?
Oh God. I think the granola bar, honestly, might have less crumbs. Because it's got the flakes, dude. It's unbelievable. Screw the Cavs.
It's unbelievable. Screw the Cavs. Get them out of my face. All right. Oh shit! I forgot we started a second video. All right. 7:30. The Magic. Look who's all the way up here. The freaking Orlando Magic. They're 4-0 in their last 4. They beat the Wizards, the Cavs, the Bucks, and the Timberwolves on a 6-game win streak. And freaking Paolo's back, dude.
He's back.
He's back.
He's actually showing.
Do not check.
He's showing up for the first time, but no,
Okay.
he's shown up in the playoffs before. But yeah, it is March, so we have to be aware. Who was the Ides of March? Is this what is that?
The Ides of March?
What,
I think
what
that's
are
Julius Caesar, right?
Yeah, what does it mean? I don't even know. Is it a book title?
The Ides of March, historically known as the date in 44 BC when Julius Caesar was assassinated by Roman senators. Okay.
Okay.
So they're gonna fucking kill Paolo. Beware, dude.
What does Ides mean? I've only ever heard it used in this context.
Take a guess. I'll pull up the definition.
Bad day. Sounds like a bad day.
Yeah. It actually says here the day where you get killed by all your friends. That's the Ides.
Sure.
A day falling roughly in the middle of each month, from which other dates were calculated. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so
calculating dates.
You had me at the first part. You lost me at the second part. Like, what are we?
Yeah.
I have discovered today is the 16th. Then by working my way
Beware
outwards,
the Ides of March. Oh, let me pull out my calculator real quick. I gotta figure out about that.
I can therefore decipher the days before were lower in numerical value, and the days after were later.
Ancient Romans were so fucking stupid, dude. Oh my god, we fucking got their asses, man.
They're probably drinking piss, dude, and like pooping on themselves and yapping.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, I made this aqueduct. I lined it with lead. Great job, dude. Real fucking bang up job you did with that one."
Oh, let me figure out how to do something productive and not just be an animal. Hold on, I gotta go to China or Egypt first. Freaking pwn.
I gotta go. Oh yeah. Well, I guess were they on the Silk Road? Was Rome up to that?
I didn't know. I didn't know the Ides of March. This is one of my weaker areas.
Mm-hmm.
And
I wonder if that was like being a weeb back in the day. It's like how we're into anime. There was like Roman guys who were really into like saffron or something, and they're like, dude, you gotta check out the fucking Silk Road. It's crazy.
You know, anime though helps you understand the world because so the IDF's Iron Dome is supposed to be impenetrable, correct?
Mm-hmm. But if you use domain amplification,
yes. See, that's assuming normal use of cursed energy. But if you expend it more, yeah, that's how it gets through. So I think a lot of regular people are having trouble understanding that. But someone like me, it clicked instantly because of my background.
I'm an intuitive genius in cursed energy usage. So reverse curse technique. I just kind of heard about it one time and then I did it.
So explain to me the Ides of March via cursed energy. Then I'll be able to piece it together.
Okay, you've heard of the limitless technique, right?
Of course.
Okay, so you know blue,
Yes, of course.
you know red.
Of course.
The Ides of March, that's purple.
Okay.
It's right in the middle.
That's what they did to him. They freaking purpled him.
They freaking hollow purple this.
They had 10 purples in my back.
You guys think that Rome's in ruins because of like the March of Time or whatever. It's just been so long. Nah, bro. Rome was in ruins because they fucking dropped 10 hollow purples on Julius Caesar.
Purples, dude. They did not think that one through. That's why that's why they also set on fire and that guy played the violin, Nero.
Yeah. Yep. Nero. Yeah, he was playing the violin.
It was actually the Utahime ritual to make the
curse
purple
technique
stronger. Yeah. But yeah, Paolo's been playing better. He's had some self-awareness. After he got snubbed for the All-Star game, he said he looked in the mirror first and he realized it's about being honest with yourself and realizing that you did not really deserve to be an All-Star, honestly. And so he's been playing more off ball lately. He's been doing a little more screening, a little more rolling. Coach Mosley said his mindset shift after the All-Star, aggressive, quick decisions, early, easy baskets. I can't give the young man enough credit to sit down and guard big-time players. He's finding the right way. So Paolo's turning up.
Yeah, I would say so. I've been thinking about Paolo and Şengün in conjunction with each other a lot lately because they both are players kind of similar just in terms of like not super efficient scorers and like kind of weird offensive players. I think I'm higher. I think the path to Paolo being like a very reliable good offensive player is a bit clearer because like most of my beef with Paolo's game is more so like it's not ability, it's like internal decisions and like the choices to take some of the shots that he does, where you see when like he puts his head down and he's just like, I'm gonna set really hard screens and I'm just gonna spam rim pressure and we're gonna see what happens. That's a good player. That's a good offensive guy. And so then if he, establishes that first and then, on nights where the jump shot is falling, he mixes that in. That's cool. I think the path to that is a bit clearer than Şengün's already kind of doing that in terms of like just spamming deep paint touches or whatever, and his life's really hard. So yeah, I think I will still call this, Mickey Mouse March bullshit, whatever. It's March, so I would like to see this ideally for a full year, and if not, I would like to see it, for like half a year. But at any rate, it is good to see. You know who else is playing crazy?
Tristan da Silva.
Desmond freaking Bain. Oh, you go.
16, 6, and 3 on 74% true shooting in March. He's idesing his opponents.
Yep, he's got Ides in his veins, dude.
Nice.
We gotta get Ian Eagle or whoever to say that on broadcast. Desmond Bain. What is he? So in their last 13 games, he's had at least 30 points 6 times, and against the Cavs, he had 35, 6, and 6 on 75% true shooting, including 11, 2, and 2 in the fourth quarter alone. Not a super efficient fourth quarter, but enough to lead them to the win when the Cavs were trying to make their little comeback. So he's been lights out. Everything that I would have wanted him to be, he has been this season. And so, yeah, shout out to Desmond Bain and Da Silva, very good. He had back-to-back 20-point games, and I think his career high came against the Wizards in overtime. 26, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, that's against the Wizards. Could have got more. That's what I'm thinking when I hear
I
that
mean,
team.
yeah, depends which freaking which Florida team you're talking about. Because yeah, I guess 26 points is a lot. Yeah, maybe for 5 minutes, dude.
All right. This is from Anthony Black, and then parentheses. Yeah, the Anthony Black. Um, Hello, Franz and Paulo. Do you think the Magic should extend Jet Howard? He was a gimmick last season on Magic Twitter, but he's been having goodish minutes lately, and 3-point shooters are something the Magic do not have enough of. Also, should we get a Pablo solo episode so we can power scale the podcasts? Nah.
Nah, Pablo would be better. Pablo, my fault. Pablo would probably be better than me because I also didn't prep that much going into that episode. Most of the time leading up to that episode, I was just trying to find someone to do it with me. And then eventually I was like, fuck it, let's just rip the band aid off and do it right now. And so I think Pablo would probably be funnier.
He couldn't find other people to do it with him because they were worried he'd IDs them. He asked
Hmm.
S fan and he said, "You think I'm gonna get freaking IDs? It's March, dude. I'm not coming on there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
and
And
all
I
of your
said,
lobbyists are gonna IDs
dude,
me."
do not check my cursed energy output right now. Just trust me. Just come on the freaking pod, dude.
I'm not interested in Jet Howard. I don't know how much is there at this point.
I'd like to shed Howard. If am I right? Get him off the
Okay.
freaking team.
Fergus. Hey fellas, really quick one. Are the Magic now goated? Defense looking a lot better and had a nice offensive run with some good Paulo and Babe games. It's Bane, idiot. Which EC team would most and who would least like to play the Magic in the first round? I don't know. Well, are they locked into a matchup with the Cavs, or is that still
No,
variable?
I don't.
No,
I
I
don't
guess it
think
could
so.
change.
I think.
Yeah.
Let me see. What's the? Do you have the standings up?
Yeah. So they could definitely switch with Miami. They're probably not going to catch up to Cleveland and take that 4 seed. They're like 3 wins behind.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the Raptors suck, and so I
Yeah,
don't
the
think they're
Raptors
gonna.
are only 1 game back of them, but it feels like a million games. So they
And I
could move
suppose
with
maybe
the
the
Heat.
Hawks could keep what freaking winning.
Yeah, I guess. But so is the question, who would the Magic most like to face in the first round?
What team would most want the Magic, and who would least want the Magic? Honestly, if you're a Magic fan, I suppose maybe you hope for a New York battle because they have
Uh-huh.
Towns, and so you just hope that maybe you could count on him sucking and just having a New York Ides go on where they just disappoint
Ides of New
somehow.
York.
But also, what did Paulo average against Cleveland? He had a big series against them before, right? So maybe you're
He
like it,
did.
and they went 7.
Uh, I think it did go 7. Yeah, when they played the Cavs.
Yeah, so maybe you like that
But
familiarity. I don't know
The Cavs were hurt in that series. I'm pretty sure. Jared Allen was getting shots in his ribs and shit.
because he's a baby. That's why
Dude, he got freaking Ides
he doesn't play through
in the
pain.
series.
That's what they were telling us.
Yeah. Well, would you take an injection to do your job?
Which job? This one?
Anything. That's essentially the what he was confronted with. Hey, you could have the day off, or you could take an injection and go to work.
I would never not take the day off.
I know. I could be the guy who stops freaking nuclear power plants from melting down, but sorry, I'm scared of needles, guys. I'm not doing that injection.
Not doing that.
Wake up.
It's this is as awake as I get, dude. It's the Ides of March, dude. Yeah, and then
Okay.
as for who you avoid, I don't know. You're not that good, so you're kind of worried about everybody.
Yeah, you should. I don't know. You would probably lose against any of the top 4 teams, realistically. I don't think the Pistons or the Celtics would be scared of you. I think the Knicks, like if the Magic were really rolling going into the playoffs, the Knicks or the Cavs would be like, oh, that's annoying. But yeah.
Orlando Magic Truther. Hello, J and P. Is the stupid fucking Chud team legit? It feels like things are finally starting to click. Paulo's playing more get your big ass in the paintball, but I can't help but feel this team is still destined for a first round exit. Does this team have a real shot at making a playoff run, or are we destined for Cancun come May? Thanks. Load the pod, up the raw, and fuck the king.
Cancun.
Cancun, yeah. So, sorry.
Yeah.
Screw the Magic.
Love you, though. Yeah, screw the Magic.
And screw you.
All right. And freaking
You know who's from
dude.
Orlando? Bryce Sensible.
Who? More like Ice Bryce Sensible.
Yeah.
22. The Heat. The Miami Heat, 4-0 in their last 4. They beat the Bucks, Wizards, Pistons, and Hornets. Any big news with them?
Yes. Hold on, let me get to my notes.
Okay. I can't remember what happened with the Heat.
Okay, so Bam Adebayo had a monster game. He scored 83 points against the Wizards, and this is the second most points in NBA history.
Was it ethical?
By how do you mean? So actually, it was
Was it ethically? Was it grass fed?
He was getting triple team ball
Mhm.
denial at full court. So this is actually incredibly difficult to pull off. He shook the world.
Yeah.
So it's actually a ton of points.
It's the second most ever.
And helped the team win. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah. I mean, they really needed it. It was a close game.
And he was like scoring, dribbling.
Yeah. This was a nasty ass game. But I want more. So, okay, I was thinking about this. If anyone who you expect to have a huge scoring game did this, it would be disgusting. And I would like if Luka did this, if Shea did this, if Giannis did this, if Jokic did this, if Steph, like this whole the last like 12 points are what people really focused in on, where it was like triple teams into fouls, Bam gets free throws, he eventually hits the record. If anybody like legit scorer did that, I would hate it. I am 100% on board with a Bam Adebayo level player doing it. And I think it's more fun. Like, I don't give a fuck about the record books at all. I don't need the records to reflect our best and brightest players. I want more bullshit in there. I want 25 assists or whatever for like Tyus Jones one night. Or
well,
the
record already is freaking Scott Skiles.
That's what I'm saying. I love that. Like, that's way more fun than like Steve Nash was just diming him up one night. Yeah, I don't care. And so I'm totally on board with Bam chasing the record. I don't really give a fuck. It was a very nasty game though. Like, even while I was watching it and I knew history was happening, I was like, damn. Celtics Spurs is kind of close. It's probably way more entertaining than this. I don't know. So, yeah, but it's fun, to see history, I guess.
No, I love embarrassing outcomes for the NBA. So it is awesome that it was him. And he was like God mode in this game. They couldn't stop him. They had to follow him every time. But yeah, so I think this is really like, this is the best answer to tanking that we've seen. This is the best solution because it actually is fun to watch. Everyone should do this against teams that are losing intentionally. You should try and set some kind of record or do some kind of gimmick. Like, March is supposed to be fun. supposed to be freaking
It'd be sick,
non-canon.
it'd be dope. Guy sets the rebound record on purpose, where he shoots like 0 for 25 from the field and is just constantly like missing layups to get rebounds.
On fast breaks, you just farm until they catch back up.
Yeah. Yeah. But the rebound record and stuff is probably like 70 or some shit from like a Wilt Chamberlain game.
They did used to trade like 50 rebound games. Bill Russell and Wilt
Most
back in the day.
rebounds in an NBA game.
But
55 is the most rebounds in an NBA game with Wilt. So that would be very difficult to get to. But if that's your only intention on the floor is rebounds, could be cool.
But yeah, I was just thinking like in 10 years or whatever, when Bam is going on podcasts and he's on like All the Smoke, he's gonna milk this so hard. He's gonna be like, remember, I had 83.
Hey, you're talking to freaking 83.
I could have been more of a scorer. I could have done that stuff every night. I could have led the league in scoring. I could have played like that, but I actually chose to sacrifice.
That wasn't the right way, dude.
That wasn't my role. It wasn't my role to score 83 points a night. And so I sacrificed.
And that's why I made the finals, Mr. Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, I'd like to see you make the finals a couple of times.
And it was Jimmy's role to take the shots and then Tyler's role.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was happy. I could have, maybe I should have stepped it up. Maybe I should have decided to average 30, 40, 50 against the Lakers in the finals. But
average 50.
But I just decided not to. So, and then they'll nod along to be like, yep, as they do on Old Smoke. They're gonna say, people don't know, but Bam's got it like that as a score. Nobody knows. No one has ever known. But it's a secret to only us NBA players.
People were surprised when he had 83. But like, if you've been in the gym with him, you know he can get like that.
It's also so funny how mad Wemby was. Did you see his reaction?
I did not see his reaction. He was upset about it.
He was so upset, like not like close to tears, but like legit, like disgust.
He's fuming,
and like he could have cried, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, it was so funny. And Bam has been taking a lot of shots at Wemby, so I wonder if there's some kind of rivalry there. Because
yeah, I'm always saying the Bam Wemby rivalry that's going to define the league for the next 10 years.
Well, Bam is really mad about not getting Defensive Player of the Year and not even like being in the discussion. And he's like, I should be first team All NBA defense for sure this year, and I should be Defensive Player of the Year. He said, I'm on the fourth best. We're the fourth best defense in the league. Just because I don't get. You guys are tricked by all these huge block numbers, but I'm anchoring one of the fourth best defense in the league, and so he didn't account for the Spurs are ahead of them. The Spurs are, I think, the third best defense in the league, and who else is the other two? Chet is anchoring another one of the ones ahead of him. And then I forget what the last one is, but like, yeah, it was. He definitely took shots at Wemby with saying the block thing. He's essentially said, "Oh, just because he blocks shots, you think he's good at defense?
Just because he gets 5 blocks every other game, all of a sudden he's freaking better than me." Yeah, pretty much.
And you know what? If you're not gonna give me my respect as D-Poy, I guess I'm gonna win O-Poy. Yeah.
Yep.
And I took
here's 83. On your freaking head, because Alex Sarr's pretty much, he's like 70% of Wemby, right?
Yeah. Hey, they went blow for blow in this game. I mean, he didn't do that much on Sarr.
First half, Alex Sarr, he was matching him low key. He had like 20. He had like 25 in the first half.
How many free throws did Embiid have when he dropped 70 on everyone else but Wemby?
Yeah, dude. Obviously. All right. Let's see. Embiid. 70 box score. He had Joel Embiid. Only 23 free throws. That's really not that many for 70 points.
And how many minutes did he play?
37.
Okay. So he was kind of maxing out. I don't remember the full game. Maybe he could have been in at the end. Was it a close game? No. Right?
No, I mean, it ended up being a 10-point game, but let me see how many minutes Embiid played in the fourth quarter. Yeah, Embiid only played 5 minutes in the fourth quarter, so he could have gone a little more.
He was probably respecting Kobe, and so yeah, that we got a lot of Kobe mass psychosis. I didn't realize that they held up this feat in such high regard. Like,
yeah, for sure.
They think of it as the record. Nobody else thinks that.
Well, it's just like, I don't know. It's very emblematic of like a lot of like Kobe never took a night off. Every regular season game mattered to Kobe. He was like, I don't know. Like, I think it's just like a lot of the Mamba mentality distilled. It's like his buckets were ethical. He wasn't flopping for free throws. He did it in a game that was close and stuff. And so, yeah, I don't know. This is definitely the most out in force moment Kobe fans have had since he died, really. Like, there's no maybe it was like, oh, you go.
Did you see the Onion's article or that they wrote? Bam Adebayo dies in even worse helicopter plane crash. Laker fans upset after Bam Adebayo dies in an even worse helicopter crash. That's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson
was
Jr.?
crashing out, and he
thinks he was like
Adam
full on.
Silver.
The NBA rigged it, dude.
What? Like what? Bam, you got the call. You're gonna have to do it tonight.
I know that I know this is a locally televised game. I know you're playing one of the worst teams in the league. We're setting it up for you. Tonight's the night.
And it's to disrespect Kobe. I know you're going to want to stop at 81.
Mm-hmm. You have to keep going. Otherwise, check the calendar. You know it's right around the corner, don't you?
Yeah. The Ides of March.
The freaking odds. Yeah. Yeah, dude. So
this was the Ides of March for Kobe fans. Sam Amick wrote an article titled "Why Bam Adebayo and the Heat Should Have Stopped at Matching Kobe Bryant's 81 points." And so this is disastrous for him because he's a guy who I think generally has a good reputation because of the thing. Sam Amick, yes. Sam Amico, no, as far as like trustworthy sources go. But yeah, this was an insane article. And so he did start it out by acknowledging.
So what's the premise of this article one more time?
The title is "Why Bam Adebayo and the Heat Should Have Stopped at Matching Kobe Bryant's 81 points."
Okay.
And so he started off by saying he is writing Haterade and he didn't watch more than a few minutes of the game and he doesn't plan to.
Okay, all right.
So some excerpts. Never mind that the Heat were up by 27 at the time, or that all signs had pointed to the Heat pulling him with 81 points as a classy tribute to the late great Laker star. Even Eric Reed, the Heat's longtime play-by-play man, told the viewing audience that this was happening. Bam is going to make his exit here, Reed said. He'll be so happy to share this honor with the late great legend Kobe Bryant, one of Bam's all-time favorite players. So,
okay,
I guess maybe they thought it was going to happen during the game. I don't know. Adebayo and the Heat would read the proverbial room, realizing that there was more meaning in matching Bryant's mark and sharing that unique spotlight as a tacit tribute more than there was in pushing for more. Maybe this reaction is rooted in nostalgia for Bryant's storied night against the Raptors in 2006, or the even deeper reflection that comes because of his tragic passing 14 years after that game. By virtue of human nature, his death puts greater weight on every one of his cherished feats and creates a sense that they should be handled with a certain kind of care. And judging by the reaction of some people from Bryant's past, whom I am in touch with after Adebayo's outing, the sentiment wasn't unique. So he was just hitting up Kobe fans, being like, "This freaking sucks."
What do you think about this? Wow, I'm hitting up dogs and thinking, what do you think about the mailman?
This is freaking disrespect to the freaking Max. I cannot believe they did this. And Kobe fans got to realize, like, he's not a god to the rest of it's fine you have this guy. We don't care. We really don't care. Like nothing is sacred about this dude to me. Every year though, the older I get, the more I dislike Kobe. Like he was just a temperamental, difficult rapist. Like
I mean, yeah.
they're
Yeah. Yeah.
like he freaking cheated on his wife, raped someone, settled in court. I think he literally said, "I see how she could have felt that way," and then he spent his career playing terrorist basketball and somehow getting praised for it by saying, "No, I can only win if I'm allowed to be mean to you all the time and if I take literally every single shot."
I do feel like if Michael Jordan didn't lay down the groundwork of insane psychopath equals good basketball player, Kobe is like a much more polarizing guy. Like for Kobe to
Well, he
make
then maybe then
himself
he would have
copy
copied being a nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, maybe. Yeah, if Michael Jordan was like, I like to start every day with affirmations with my teammates, let them know why I enjoy playing basketball with them. Maybe Kobe would have been like, Jeremy Lin, I hope you have a great day today. But instead, he didn't talk to him for 6 months while the team won like 20 games. And so it's like, okay, that's fine, I guess. You're entitled to do that. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I do think people like Kobe fans have like a inflated sense of how much the rest of the basketball world really cares, I guess.
It's psychotic, really. Let's see. Do I have anything else? Well,
oh, and then Bam had like 15 points the next game. That's the other funny thing. Bam having 35. I'm like, whoa, okay. Bam, damn, he was going at it tonight.
He was
and so that's yeah. Damn, he was cooking them. And so yeah, for that to like, and the other part was he had 31 in the first quarter, and I feel like that happens all the time where a player has like 25 or something in the first.
Well, usually it's from shooting threes. It's
but they just could not stop fouling him.
They just had no one built for that.
Yeah.
He scored 21 against the Bucks in the next game.
Beast mode. He didn't need it that night.
They held him
they
to that.
Won without it. Yeah.
It was freaking Pelly Larson's night. He had 28, 6 and 6 on 9 of 14 shooting, and that was only on 2 of 3 from 3. So if we fed freaking Pele, maybe he could have broken the record. But and then they with the Terry Rozier thing, they're getting a second round pick. So Charlotte's being forced to send them a second round pick. So that sucks. That's so ridiculous. That's almost as bad as my Bears being screwed out of 2 compensation picks.
Do we have any requests for the Heat? Probably a bunch.
Let's see.
Also, I have like 45 minutes left, so we got to speed run the rest of this.
I think we have none.
Okay, cool. I'm fine with that.
At the moment of recording, everybody, we have none. Sorry.
That's really surprising because Bam friggin' went off, and so you guys didn't support him.
Well, because Miami fans they're late to the games and stuff, so they're late to the lobbies.
They're too busy, dude. It's a late city. The shit doesn't even get started till like 5 p.m. there. All right. 40 we are at. Who's after the Heat? Oh, the Toronto Raptors. Okay. Raptors are 1-3. They beat the Mavs. They lost to the Wolves, the Rockets, and the Pelicans. They got nuked by the Pelicans, and DeJounte Murray was really mean to Jamal Shed. He made him fall. Then he hit the freaking step back 3. Then he leaned over him and said, "Yeah, that's right, short stack. Yeah, that's right. You're freaking too little for me, pal." Then he walked away.
It's March, and I just eyed you, boy.
He was sizing him up. He was dribbling. He said, "The Ides of March," and then he stepped back and he hit the freaking hollow purple on him.
And nobody stood up for Shed. The only one who did was Quickly, and so Raptors fans are in despair about that. They're like, our soft, pathetic baby team couldn't even stand up for Shed. Scotty didn't do anything, and now we're a play-in team again. So it's a bad time to be a Raptors fan. They're bad again.
They're bad again. They're just really expensive. Quickly's still been pretty good. I don't know what he did in this game, but yeah, it's just tough because like I still believe in Scotty Barnes, but the rest of this team, ay. Do I believe in Brandon Ingram? No, not really. Jakob Bertel? No, not really. Any of their draft picks outside of Colin Murray Boyles? No, not really. And so yeah, it's tough. It's difficult. Quickly, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 75% true shooting against the Pelicans. I can't believe people try to tell me Zach LaVine was better than this freaking guy.
Zach LaVine could do that.
Yeah, with defense, I doubt it.
I mean, sometimes okay on ball defense.
Shut up. That's what Zach LaVine would say to you if you were behind him on the bench going, "Hey Zach, play some defense." He would turn and say, "Play some defense. Security, get this guy out of here."
Well, what if I yelled, "Hey, quickly, try weighing more than a 170," and he'd be like, "I can't. I don't like rice," or something stupid.
Okay. I think the Zach LaVine thing's worse.
No. Detective Columbo.
All right, come on.
No.
Agree to disagree, dude.
Detective. No.
Agree to disagree. Agree to agree with me.
No.
See how I got him there, guys?
No.
It was a multi-layered mind trap.
No.
Yeah, dude. If you say no, you agree with me.
No.
Yep. Freaking got his ass, dude.
No.
We're in agreement then.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and we can do this for the rest of the episode.
No.
I don't care.
No.
I do not.
No.
Yeah.
Detective Columbo.
Yeah.
No. Hello,
folded.
Peter Parker and Jay. No. J. Jonah James. No. Not no. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, read the freaking request.
No. Not super on topic, but I have a really quick and concise game. What?
Yeah.
No. Number one, no. Guess who you guys...
Number 2, yeah.
No. Guess who you guys think was the first ever honorary member of the Harlem Globetrotters? It's a non-basketball player. Number 2, Google who it actually is. Bonus, look at the rest of the honorary Globetrotters on Wikipedia because it's insane. We have talked
Henry
about this
Kissinger
before.
was one.
Yeah, and Bill Cosby. I think Bill Cosby might be the first one. Oh,
okay.
Shoot.
Yeah, what?
No.
Oh, shoot, what? Yeah?
I fixed... No. Levy.
Have you ever seen that Italian dude who he messes with his dad by saying shit after everything he says?
Oh, that's not real, is it? Is it the really popular Italian dad?
I don't know, but it makes me laugh, even if it's fake. Where he had one where he was like, he was saying whoop-de-doo after everything his dad said, and his dad was trying to like get him to go mountain biking with him, and it seemed like a really sincere, like he was reaching out to his kid, being like, "No, it's beautiful out there. We should go. It'd be a great time." And every time he said something, his son would just be like, "Oh yeah, whoop-de-doo." And so he got like really, really upset by it. But
and that
I mean, it could
hard.
be fake, but it was just funny.
That hits way harder for middle-aged Italian men from New York. Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo, yeah.
No. Levy.
Okay, yeah.
More like Raptors. Do we think there's anything of value on this team that we can trade besides Scotty? Right now, it feels like we have to attach picks just to get off some of these contracts. No. I
think yeah.
There really is no. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, what do they need to attach picks to get up the contract?
Would you need to attach picks to get off Ingram?
Probably. I mean, unless you wait till he's like an expiring. I don't think his contract is that long. I think they gave him a couple of extension, like a few, maybe 2 years. But yeah, he's not very good, and he's way too expensive.
Maybe Colin Murray Boyles, but overall, this team is kind of bare, so it's not good vibes. John Chafe.
You want a bull team, not a bear team.
John Chafe feeling, and then there's an error in the spreadsheet, so I can't read what you're feeling.
Okay.
Greetings, gentlemen. I have been absent from the Google forums because not much has happened regarding the Raptors. But in our most recent game, we got punked by DeJounte Murray. I mean, if we can't stand up to a dude who's one false step away from being a double amputee, I don't know how we're supposed to compete in the playoffs. Should we sign someone like James Johnson off the street to beat the shit out of DeJounte in our next matchup at the playoff with the Pelicans? Thanks, guys. Is he still on the Pacers?
James Johnson?
Yeah.
Maybe. They're probably too scared to cut him.
There's got to be someone you could get. Get PJ Tucker or something. Yeah, just get some psychopath.
Yeah. Get Taj Gibson out here.
He's on a 2-year deal. Maybe you could trade to Ingram and some picks for him.
Maybe. But probably not.
That's it for the Raptors.
Thank God. Get him out of my face, dude. Freaking done with these idiots. All right. 47. Let's call it 48. The Hawks. Freaking 7-game win streak, dude. 4-0. They beat the Nets, Mavs, Sixers, Bucks. This is the realest win streak ever. That's all I've written down. Do you want to hear the teams they've beaten?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Tell me if this is a good win or not. I'll redo their last 7 games. So this win started 9-point win against the Nets.
Huge.
They beat the Wizards.
Huge.
They beat the Wizards.
Huge.
They beat the Blazers.
Huge.
Okay. They beat the Bucks.
Huge.
76ers. Let's see who the Sixers played in this game.
Huge.
This is the game that Maxey got hurt in, I believe. So, hey, Quentin Grimes was there, though. Then they played the Mavericks.
Huge.
Okay. Marvin Bagley did play. He was +8, beast mode. And then they played the Nets again, I think.
Huge.
I closed out of the tab.
This is insane streak.
Yeah, and so I wonder what the rest of their schedule looks like. So for the rest of March, they play the Bucks again, then the Magic, then the Mavs. They have some hard games coming up, but yeah. I don't know. This is an idiot team. I'm not compelled by them at the slightest.
Yeah, it's not super interesting. The law of average is going to kick in because they're eternally 500, so they're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
But Rizichet versus the Nets, 19-9, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Wow. Rizichet in March. And then the only other thing I have is Dyson Daniels showed up in a one-shot manga. Did you see this panel?
I talked about this on my solo pod, dumbass.
Oh. All right. Well, so there's. Let's get to lobbies.
And I talked about how Marcus Smart low-key more he shouldn't be grouped in with Dyson Daniels. He had a bit more offense.
DeLon Wright needs gainful employment. Curious to hear Jack's thoughts on this. Corey Kispert is really bad at basketball. With his height and build,
Fuck you.
He should not be as bad a defender as he is. This guy was getting hunted by Tyson Etienne.
Okay.
Who is that a real player? Who is Tyson Etienne?
He had 6 points. He had 6 points for the Nets. 6 rebounds, 3 assists. 6 rebounds, 6 points. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. 60% true shooting in 18 minutes. 6 points in 18 minutes. Yeah, he got fucking locked up, dude. Because it's called volume. You might be impressed by the efficiency, but if you're not getting the volume up, then it really doesn't matter at all. Comparatively, Corey Kispert had 7 points in 20 minutes. Okay, well, shoot, dude. Well, let's look at his last 20 games. Last 20 games, 10 points, 60% true shooting, 36% from three. I mean, I don't know. If you don't like Corey Kispert, shouldn't have traded for him, dude.
Yep, it was your decision, Dolan, right?
Yeah, I remember it.
The Atlanta Tripper. Hello, Christmas adventurers. The Hawks have been on a likely incredibly fake winning streak, but I do not care because it's giving me free coffee for every home win. Okay, that's epic. Do you think
That is epic.
Do you think we
Nice.
could sneak into a top 6 seed by the end of the season? Also,
Hell no.
is there a way y'all can solve the sirens in your audio? I didn't pull aside for an ambulance because I thought it was your sirens. Did that happen? No. But imagine if it did. Pretty messed up. Thanks. That's a good
How
point.
the fuck? Okay, so you're asking me if I can ask the sirens to stop coming around my house. That's
Well,
what you're implying.
Well, just in the edit, replace all the sirens with the Ides of March, perhaps.
Okay.
Is it a song as well?
Hollow
Maybe-
purple noise. Just
I'm sure it's a song too. So
okay, maybe, but it's probably copyrighted.
we'll pay for the rights.
I'll pay for the wrongs. All right.
Because
next
it's funny,
question.
the same wrongs help me write the song. Hey, that's it. That's it for the Atlanta frauds.
Okay.
Wait, do I have anything else for these idiots? No, I don't. Okay.
I don't care. I'm time stamping it. I'm done with them. Stamp it. Stamp of approval. Disapproval. The 76ers. Jeez. These chuds.
Well, we have some good
1
news.
and 3. They're 1 and 3. They beat the Grizzlies. They lost to Pistons, Cavs, Hawks. They could realistically fall to the 10 seed. What's the good news?
Well, we had campaign night. That was huge. But Maxey will be out with a injury to his pinky. He's going to be reevaluated in 3 weeks. So he's already played 61 games. Could we get an improbable at the buzzer disqualification? This could be a miracle. This would be incredible.
Hey, it's possible.
How many games are in 3
Anything?
weeks?
In 3 weeks. Let me see. I'll pull up 76ers schedule. Do you know when this was published?
2 days ago, I think. 3 days ago.
Okay.
I think
so,
he's missed one already.
Okay, so he missed their most recent game against the Pistons. So then 3 weeks would be like early April, it looks like. So we're going to miss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 10 or 11 games before he's reevaluated.
And then let's hope we get some bad news. Oh my
Hey,
god.
it would only take, yeah. Damn, dude. Like, if they're terrible, like, if they're firmly the 10
Shut
seed.
him down.
Shut him down, dude. Shut him the fuck down for the season. He does not need the All NBA boost to his contract. It's fine. It'll help you build the team easier. Yeah, so that is good news, I guess, from that perspective. If you're a Sixers fan, it's terrible and awful, but what can you do?
We got to find the guy who hit Kelly Oubre, and
Hire him.
we got a project for him.
I like your spunk, kid.
Jared McCain's nails. Give it to me straight, Docs. Are the Sixers going to clean house after the season, or am I going to have to take care of Daryl Moore Chud myself? Probably nothing will change because their owner has bigger fish to fry. He's got bigger issues.
Yeah, he's got bigger Epst issues.
Edgecomb for Emperor. Hello, Zay and Zer. Why Team Poopy? Why Team have no health? Why Paul George take ketamine? Why must caveman suffer? Because you eat horse poop. That's why. Orchestra Library. Hi, Jack and Pablo, first-time lobbyist. Can you talk about what rules you think are going to change in the next 5 to 10 years? I just watched the Ringer special on the Sloan Conference, and I thought the idea of removing the corner three was interesting. I don't really see the players agreeing to that change, but what would you guys want to change, if anything? P.S. Have either of you been to see the professional symphony orchestras where you are? The Chicago
No,
Symphony
dude.
rules. No.
No, because I don't care. Timothy Chalamet laid it out straight. I don't care about opera. I don't care about ballet. And I don't care about the orchestra. Get out of my face.
No, I saw Whiplash, so you guys are being so mean to each other. I don't want to go support that. But
Yeah, it scared me.
no, I wouldn't go just to see that. I have seen there's like a Naruto orchestra where they like play fight scenes and stuff. They do it over that, or if I
Yeah, you
I
saw
maybe
that?
would go to that one
You're
day.
such a dork.
No, I didn't go to it, but I saw it online.
Yeah.
The thing,
Okay.
guys, the bigger man always lets things slide.
Oh yeah. What about the smaller man?
I'm paper, you're glue. Bounce off me, stick on you.
Okay.
Semtex bomb on you.
Freaking, I'm immune to explosives.
Biden blast. No, you're not.
Computer, make this guy freaking blow up.
Firewall,
You've been
firewall.
programmed. Firewall, activate firewall. Biden blast, wipe his memory. You're not gonna remember any of this.
I don't know what kind of extreme stuff Adam Silver is gonna do. All I know is he's gonna make all the wrong decisions. So, and I don't know. Like, they've been on that corner 3 thing for a while. I don't know how interesting it is, like in terms of changing spacing and stuff like that. Maybe if everyone has to be above the break for 3, then it gets interesting. But I don't know, because then that just becomes another dead area of the court. Like, why would anyone ever go over there if it's worth 2?
Yeah, it would be a very difficult shot for no reason. So
It'd be
maybe
the
they should
worst
just widen
spot.
the court a
Oh
little
my
bit so it's not
God.
shorter.
Yeah, maybe triple it, and so it maybe triple the amount of players as well.
Okay, maybe make it multiple dimensions.
Oh shoot, okay. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Hold on. 1 second. I'm typing. All right, 58. The Hornets. 2-2 in their last 4. They beat the Kings and the Blazers. They lost to the Suns and the Heat. Low-key, kind of mid, looking like one of the best teams in the league. Their season realistically could come down to winning back-to-back games. So it's a little scary if I'm them. But I don't know. I said this last week. It's like if I'm happy either way if I'm a Hornets fan. If you get to add like the 14th pick to this team, or if you get to go into the playoffs and have fun in the playoffs, either way, you're probably happy with the outcome.
Only thing I've got is LaMelo and Khan are going to finish the year as the number 1 and 2 3-point leaders in the league. A little Splash Bros action, because Khan was already number 1, and number 2 was Tyrese Maxey, and now he's going to be out. So, booyah.
Okay, requests. Let's get to
them. Charlotte Hornets. There are none.
All right, let's keep it pushing. I gotta wrap this up. All right, 50. Let's call it 60. Let's call it 1 hour. The Bucks 1-3 last 4, lost to the Heat, Suns, Magic. They beat the Jazz. I don't have anything written down for these last 4 teams. So, any thoughts on the Bucks?
They contained Bam, so that was epic.
That's good. They still lost, but you've lost. You won a battle, even though you lost the war.
I'd rather keep them from making history than win a meaningless game. There's tons of Doc retirement rumors, but Bobby Portis said he'll be back, man. And so
he's not retiring.
I bet Bobby asked him, and Doc just lied to his face. He's like,
"Oh, okay.
They don't know what they're talking about, man.
Come on." I'm the whole time. I'm not gonna be here.
I'm not gonna be here.
No, I just feel like it's like the same way the players you least want to be healthy always play 80 games. It's like Doc Rivers, the coaches you most want to retire always got one more season in them.
And just to be clear, he doesn't. it's not like Doc Rivers wants to be doing this. It's just he has to.
He's holding the Ides back, dude.
Yep. If Doc Rivers doesn't do this
attacking another
job,
person,
it would go to one of his enemies, and it'd be even worse. So there's no lobbies.
All right, let's keep it pushing. 101. Nice. You guys got a 1 minute segment.
Call that
Milwaukee.
Zoe.
The Bulls. 2-2 last 4. They beat the Warriors, Suns. They lost to the Lakers, Kings. I don't have anything written down. Josh Giddey, multiple triple doubles. I know that. Do we have any requests, Mr. Escobar?
Michael Vick's dog. So I asked ChatGPT why scurvy happened, and it told me that it's from lack of vitamin C and bad diet, which makes sense because Pablo is chud and only he eats Pizza Hut. So Pablo, for Jack's sake, eat some strawberries, oranges, and other fruit.
You have no idea how accurate that is. He doesn't eat any produce at all. He doesn't. What's the last vegetable you ate?
Frickin' avocado, idiot.
Okay, I think that's a fruit. Any other requests?
Banana, idiot. Cheesesteak pizza. Pablo, did you have scurvy? I could send you some Flintstone gummies. No, I didn't have scurvy. Why did they focus on the Bulls section?
Scurvy accusation. Damn.
Only in the Bulls section. Because I said it's killed many explorers. So.
Okay. Guys, he had dysentery.
Guys, let's just say I was on call. So I would not be able to. I would have had to record from literally the toilet. America's Best Wings. Hello, the Jaden Ivey mental health stuff is very sad. The Bears center retiring at 27 made me question, do you think a trend of players retiring younger may occur at any point? The contracts are getting so large that retiring earlier and earlier seems more and more likely. In the NFL, yes.
In the
NBA, no. These guys their goal is to be no longer human and to become a brand, and so they will never leave money on the table ever.
Does it work like that in the NFL? In the NBA, it's like every year you stay, the money grows by a significant amount, and so like if you wait 5 more years than you would have otherwise, you're making like an additional 20 or 30 million dollars, it feels like. So yeah, and it's just like not that, like, it's a grind being on the road and doing the job of being an NBA player, as JJ Redick has talked about, but it's not like the NFL where you're like, tearing your fucking body apart.
Yeah, I think we'll see it in Drew Dahlman is retiring because I guess his dad was in the NFL, and he has he's really messed up from CTE. So NBA don't really have to worry about that.
All right. Any other requests?
No, that's it.
Get them out of my face. 104. The Brooklyn Nets. 2-2 beat the Grizzlies and the Pistons, lost to the Pistons and the Hawks. Any Nets news? I don't have anything written down.
Josh Minot, he had 24.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. He had a cool dunk in transition.
3 steals, 3 blocks, +2 in an 11-point loss.
Why not?
And I was thinking, and then Ben Saroff has been getting minutes. I think Ben Saroff's got to be the worst draft pick ever because draft night, they say, think of an Israeli version of D'Angelo Russell, but with a streakier outside shot, a penchant for mid-range jumpers, and some similar question marks defensively. He played for Killian Hayes' team in Germany, and he had all the same weaknesses, but not even the defensive strengths. And then I found out last night on Wikipedia, he was born in South Africa, and his father worked in the diamond industry. And then now he's freaking Israeli.
South African and Israeli? Ben Saroff?
He is evil incarnate.
It's like Adam Friedland.
Yeah, he's like Adam Friedland. Igor is down for the year. Plantar fasciitis.
Fuck, dude. It's over.
Igor.
What'd you think of his rookie campaign? Pretty good.
not moved, but better than expected.
Okay.
He has one skill. I thought he would have 0 skills.
Well, there you go. Stationary, not moved.
I guess he has 2 skills.
Okay. What about 3? Can we get 3?
What would that be? Dribbling? Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh no.
Because if we can get 3, we can bump it up to 4, maybe.
Hell no.
Who is this?
This do I need a license to put toast in my damn toaster?
Oh.
Hell no.
I would like to see some qualifications. Woo! Any requests for the Nets?
Hell no.
All right, let's keep it pushing. The Wizards, 106. 106 in Park. Freaking 0-4 lost to Magic Heat Pels Jazz. Oh my God, Bilal Coulibaly, this is real. It's not much bullshit. It's real. 29 points, career high. Banked in a 3-pointer to send them to overtime against Magic last night, where he stuck to the script and lost because the Wizards were trying to get that freaking top pick, dude. But he could have won otherwise.
Only thing I wrote down is Alex Sarr went blow for blow with Bam. They combined for like 110 or something. 111.
Yeah, dude, demon. Any requests?
Yep. Sarmageddon. Hello, gents. I'm in anguish over my beloved Wizards receiving the Bam Hammer. I think it's an awesome achievement as a basketball fan, but I can't stand seeing people use this to shit on Alex Sarr. Do they understand he only played 20 minutes and went for 28, 6, and 2 blocks on 74% true shooting? How can we win these agenda wars and get the same PR recovery
No one knows what they're watching
after Embiid's 70-point game? Thanks again, and happy daylight savings. Sarr's legacy will outshine this little shadow. Don't worry about that.
This will be a fun little trivia thing. It'll be like, can you believe Sarr was in that game? And it'll be like the Scalabrini thing where he's like, in 30 years, I'll tell him I started. And so by the time Sarr's done, it'll be like, can you believe Sarr played 5 minutes at the beginning of that game? And then Bam started going off right after. Pretty crazy.
Could you believe he didn't choose to shut down Bam because he's one of the best defenders in the history of the sport?
He's benevolent, dude. He's nice. That was his biggest critique. He was too nice, and he let Bam score 83.
Shengun Lover 299. Hello, Jesus and Judas. Did you guys see Logan from Turd Sush's top 10 under 25 list? He listed Sarr at number 6. Based. More like Logan from Chat Sesh. No, I saw on Twitter him and Logan and Carson are the KKK. That's what I saw. So
yeah, they fucking hate Carson on Twitter.
I wonder what he possibly said to get the KKK tag.
The first thing he said, which was a little crazy, was Anthony Edwards got ejected for something in a Nuggets game that was very close. It might have been on the Christmas Day Nuggets game, and Carson was like, hate to see Ant get ejected there. Really needs to keep his composure or whatever. And it was, I don't know, it's like, it was not like phrased super duper good. But yeah, ever since then, it's just like, yeah, they're on his ass. They do not like him.
Bent 44. Hey fellas, is Brian Keefe the kind of guy that keeps his job next year, or is he cooked? Thanks, guys. Love, Bent. I think he keeps it. How long has he been on the job?
Yeah.
Not very long, right?
Not very long. I think he like mid last season. They fired Wes Unseld, or maybe he had all of last season was his first full season. I love this picture of Logan. I have it saved in my bookmarks on Twitter. It's just him, and it's the top 10 thickest QBs in NFL history. I haven't had a chance to use it as a reaction image yet, but I know when I do, it's gonna blow up.
How many do you have? I don't know how many. How do people have these saved? Like, do people have entire folders and they just find the perfect one? It's crazy.
I have a fair amount saved. Not as many as other people, though. I kind of just like scroll. If I see one, I like scroll or like I save it or screenshot it or something, but mine aren't crazy.
Some
All right.
of the ones I
Any
see
other
on TikTok
requests?
comments, I'm like shocked how apt they are for the situation.
We have to go.
That was 3.
All right. 110. The Pacers.
Oh shit.
All right. 0-4. Lost to the Suns, Kings, Blazers, Lakers. What's shoot?
No, I forgot there was one more team.
Well, let's go. I don't have anything written down. Neither do you. Let's go to requests.
Zubac's debut.
Dude. Okay. What did he do?
8 and 6 in 16 minutes. So
Beast mode.
Calvin Wilkes Booth. Hello, Jack and Illness. Had the Pacers won last year, would Tyrese have been the worst best player on a championship team since the 2004 Pistons? I think old man Timmy / young Kawhi from 2014 and playoff Tatum are the only other contenders in my mind. I also think you would really like the indie documentary Listers about the subculture of extreme birdwatching in the U.S. It's not sad. It's on YouTube, and support indie filmmakers. I think I listened to an interview with the guy who made that documentary. He was on Colin and Samir. I might check it out one day. I think
Tyrese Halliburton, worst best player. Maybe I do think that Spurs team. Tyrese Halliburton was like a solidly top 10 player last year, right?
If he won, we'd have to, and we still had to, we'd have to completely change how we think about freaking everything. So I don't know.
Yeah. But he was cool, and that's all that matters. He definitely wasn't the least cool winner, or would have been. Whatever.
Better than Isaiah Thomas on the freaking Pistons. Bake session.
All right.
The order of pacism. High, low, Cougar, and Cougat. The last 2 teams with the highest odds for the first pick fell to 5. If you were these other teams, including the Pacers, how good of a player would you sacrifice from your team to confirm you'd get top 3?
I'd kill. Oh man, I'd kill Nembhard for a top 3 pick.
Oh, Nembhard. I don't know.
Well, in this sim,
I'll just take
Pacers
my
just fell to
chances.
5. I simmed a tankathon. They fell to 5. It went to the Clippers.
We live and we learn.
Any other requests?
Yes, from Gav.
Bro. Oh my god.
Okay.
Gav, come on, dude.
Pablo, please help me hate on the Colts. They make me so upset and are a stupid, incompetent team that has been this way for 16 years with no signs of stopping. They're terrible from the top down. The Irsay family is a joke, although they all care. They do nothing in terms of beneficial sports management. Chris Ballard, the GM, is one of the most evil people to step foot into the professional sports. He is an idiot. Who knows why he's had this job for 10 years? With 1 year of success, he had Luck, who then promptly retired. He can't draft, and when he does, he just lets the good young players walk. He consistently does nothing to seriously benefit the roster in free agency. We're currently staring down a practice squad roster going into week 1 of the season without a first-round pick in the next 2 years. Don't get me started on Richardson. The Colts lucked into drafting the most athletic QB of all time and failed. Please help me. I can't emotionally invest into this team anymore. I'm about to become
Josh Allen, dude.
Rob Lowe with the NFL hat. Hope you guys have a great weekend. /Gap. Yeah, the Colts are screwed. And Jim Irsay's daughter, I think, is an idiot. There was some optimism. She was standing on the side with the clipboard. They're like, whoa, she's learning ball. But I'll tell you what, that Sauce Gardner trade, I don't know about that. Some of these new moves, paying a lot of money to Alec Pierce and Daniel Jones. So yeah, they're kind of screwed.
I have no opinion. Any other requests? Well, that's 3 actually. So do you have any final thoughts?
Nope.
I love you guys. Thanks for listening. David Robinson, take it away.
Oh, the whole place is seeking with sedition and Sinn Féin true and true. All the boys are joined the local units and the password Sinn Féin too. Well, the IRA just sent me a time bomb in the mail, and I'm shaking in my shoes as I'm setting up the news, says the man from the Daily Mail. Oh, every bird upon my world singing yo-ho, I'm a provo. Every head in jail is laying hand grenades over there, sir. I do the clear, sir, and every old cock in the farmyard stops singing triumph to Sinn Féin. And I wouldn't be surprised if there be another line, says the man from the Daily Mail.